Hi, this is Sarah Stevens, and in this short, free presentation, I'm going to show you the truth about why you're not getting pregnant, even though you've been doing everything you possibly can to conceive. Prove to you that the conventional approach to treating infertility simply doesn't work, and reveal the weird factors in your everyday life that may actually be destroying your chances of ever getting pregnant. If you're trying to have a baby, you must watch this now. And if you watch this entire video, which may not be up for much longer, towards the end of it, I'll give you the solution which allowed me to beat infertility for good. Get pregnant completely naturally at age 40 and give birth to a healthy, beautiful, perfect baby of my own. And what's more, I got pregnant less than 6 weeks after finding out about this secret to natural fertility. Not once, but twice. You see, after years of struggling to conceive, I'm now the proud, happy mom of both a 2-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy. And I was able to have my babies without any expensive drugs or painful and invasive medical procedures like IUI or IVF. Without any more time-consuming and stressful visits to the doctor, constantly hoping and praying for good news that never quite comes, and without any more of the endless waiting around wondering, when will I finally get pregnant? And if you watch this video and do what it says, just like the thousands of proud, happy moms before you, I promise you that in less than a year from now, you too can be holding your very own baby in your arms. Now, what I'm about to teach you will work for you even if you're in your late 30s or 40s, you have endometriosis or PCOS, you're experiencing tubal obstruction, you're dealing with ovarian scarring or cysts, you have a history of miscarriages, you've been diagnosed with a non-specific infertility diagnosis, or even if it's just taking a bit longer than expected to get pregnant. Again, I don't know how long this video will be up, so please be sure to watch it from beginning to end while it's still here. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story because it's probably very similar to your own, and it doesn't matter what your exact circumstances are. Anyone who's been struggling with trying to get or stay pregnant will relate to this. You see, if you're anything like me, you've been dreaming of having a baby for quite some time. I always knew that I wanted to be a mom one day, and I assumed that when the time came, everything would just sort of happen naturally, like in a fairy tale. I'd meet the man of my dreams, we'd fall madly in love, and when the time was right, I'd get pregnant, and we'd start our perfect little family together. Well, my fairy tale started out perfectly when I met my Prince Charming, my gorgeous and amazing husband, James. We fell madly in love and ended up getting married in a beautiful ceremony on the beach. Like many couples, we knew we wanted kids eventually, but we weren't in any rush. In fact, at first, we did just about everything we could to prevent getting pregnant. But as we both crept into our mid-30s, we started taking notice of all the adorable kids that our friends, family, and coworkers were having. And as we did, our hearts swelled with desire for a family of our own. We decided that now was the time to start trying for a baby. So we dove in headfirst in our quest to become pregnant. I was so excited about becoming a mom, and I spent countless hours imagining the future I was going to have with our baby. I was so sure we'd get pregnant quickly and easily, and the rest of our happy fairy tale would unfold from there. But, much to our dismay, it just didn't happen. Weeks went by, and then months, and I wasn't pregnant. I was so confused. I'd always just assumed I was fertile. I spent years avoiding getting pregnant, and now it seems so ironic that I was struggling to have a baby when there was nothing else in the world I wanted so badly. I hoped that it was just a brief difficulty with a simple solution, such as poor timing, so we kept trying. We told ourselves that if we just try harder, try longer, try better and smarter, I was bound to get pregnant. But still, nothing. And after nearly a year of pure frustration, I was at my wit's end. My husband and I decided it was time to get some real answers to our fertility struggles. We'd been putting off going to the doctor, frankly, because we were afraid of what we might hear. But we decided to face our fears and get tested for a variety of issues that could be causing our infertility. Unfortunately, as millions of couples discover every year, the answers we so desperately wanted and needed simply weren't available to us. We spent months seeing different doctors and specialists, and they all told us the same thing. There was simply no clear-cut reason for our inability to conceive. Neither one of us exhibited any physical, biochemical, or physiological symptoms that might prevent pregnancy. Nobody we saw had a clue as to why we were having difficulty getting pregnant, and we were diagnosed with the generic term non-specific infertility. They just told us to relax and keep trying. So we did, and still I just wasn't getting pregnant. I felt sad and frustrated, jealous of all the happy moms I'd see playing with their kids at the playground or shopping with at the mall, annoyed at my friends and family every time they told me, just relax, it'll happen when it happens. Because I couldn't relax. My whole plan for my life, for the family I always wanted, felt like it was behind schedule. I felt completely hopeless and powerless. And the worst part about it was that I just couldn't stop wondering to myself, will I ever get pregnant? Maybe this sounds like someone that you know. Maybe it sounds just like you. Well, flash forward to today, my life is completely different. Better than ever, in fact, because all of my wildest dreams have come true. As I mentioned earlier, I was able to get pregnant completely naturally and give birth to a healthy baby girl, my daughter Isabella, and then a year later to a healthy baby boy, my son Tyler. Every day I get to wake up to my two beautiful, healthy, smiling children and kiss and hug them to my heart's content. My relationship with my husband is better than ever, and I feel like my life has real purpose. I love everything about being a mom, and it really is the most magical feeling in the world. So, how did I do it? First, I embraced the one simple truth that hardly anyone knows or will tell you about getting pregnant. The real reason that you're not pregnant right now. The truth about why your body is having an unbearable time conceiving or carrying your unborn baby to term is your reproductive system is being damaged by exposure to harmful substances in your everyday life without you even knowing. Everything from the food you eat to the common chemicals in your home can create toxic imbalances within your body that interfere with your ability to get pregnant and carry a healthy baby. And until you treat the root cause of what's really been harming your reproductive system, you may not ever be able to get pregnant or have a healthy baby. I know that may sound shocking at first, but don't worry. I'll show you just how easy it is to permanently reverse those imbalances and become highly fertile and primed for a healthy pregnancy in just a moment. But first, let me tell you why this is the truth. You see, contrary to what the money-hungry billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies will tell you, infertility isn't something that just happens to you. We live in an age where we're exposed to more chemicals, artificial hormones, steroids, highly processed foods, and stress than at any other time in human history. These